Yo guys, what's going on? It's your man Kels, and today I'm gonna bring you a second how-to walkthrough video. This is going to be the Madison Field Hospital. I do this probably at least 2 to 3 times a day. It's quick, it's easy. It's a way for me to get my yellow drops off the boss at the end. And so this is probably one of the missions that are like nothing, just absolutely nothing for me to do. Really easy to get done, to get completed. Okay, so whether I am, noob or not, whatever, I'm just kind of showing you how I would do it on normal with a lower armor and, less DPS, less everything, If I was a lower level, this is what I would be doing. I would be sitting back there and I would clean these guys out before I move forward. Normally I would just kind of rush them and go right through them and make my way up to the security system, which is right here to the right in this room, straight to the TVs, and use the keyboard. Overall, this is a pretty simple mission. There's not much going on. Usually in this room to the left, there'll be some type of bag in there with whatever, canned food, bottled water, that type of thing. Restock, obviously, every time you can. Always restock. Now, when I initially was playing this, obviously it was very hard for me, so I used to come in here and just throw a bunch of shots out like that, and I'd run back out into the hallway like so, and I'd stand right here and I'd pretty much just, keep my cover to my left using that wall, that green edge. I wouldn't stand out that far, but I'd peek out, and when I see them, I'd peek back, just like I'm doing now. And I'd stay just like this, because they will not come out of that room. They will not come out of that room. It'll look like they'll come out of that room at certain points. They'll come to a certain halfway mark, like halfway between those two beds right there on the black floor. But I'm going a little crazy right here. I'm picking them off as they're coming down from way down the other end. But normally I would just kind of pick them off, at a very short range as they cluster up right here, kind of like right there. That's kind of, and yes, it takes a while, but when you don't have the armor and the gunpowder to just kind of rush through them and put them all down really quickly, that's what I would do. So now I'm just gonna move in like I normally would and just kind of deal with it, but I showed you how I would do it and get it done the easy way when you don't have the power, because you do got 2 yellows, as you see. One's there is another one in here somewhere, so you do have 2 yellows you have to deal with, and they will also come to the doorway as well, both of them together. They will not come out into that hallway. Okay, so that's a little tip, a little trick, how you can clear out this room without going into the room. See, that's the second yellow there. So I can charge these dudes and, not have to really worry about them. I'm only being slightly cautious. Actually, I don't even know why I'm being slightly cautious, but I guess it's because I'm making a video. But normally I just run in the room and kind of deal with everybody. I got some good pieces of equipment on, and they basically, I revive, regenerate health on kills and things like that. So it works out for me. So now that's it. You basically run out of there, left to the elevator, hit the button. You're going to go up. You're going to walk straight out of the elevator. I used to always get confused here and go left into the contamination zone. But if you listen to her, she'll tell you you'll have to pass by, not go into. So I used to go into it all the time and then try to figure out how to get into this space here. Now, don't sit behind the glass. Make sure you sit behind these planters, these boxes, and just take your time and pick them all off until they're gone. It's gonna take you a while, when you're not at level 30 and you don't have the gun power. There's a better word for gun power. I don't know why I'm saying gun power. the firepower. There we go, the firepower. When you're not level 30 and you don't have the firepower to just kind of, you know, put them all to sleep the way they should be, you're gonna have to sit right here. I usually used to sit right there in the middle and kind of deal with it that way. And that was the first wave. Okay, so they're all cleaned out. Now you're going to rescue Dr. Candle. And right here, I don't know what's going on. My game totally glitches out on me. And you're going to see it in a second. I'm basically going to go to the actual target right there. And that should activate the second wave. And it doesn't. So nothing's happening. So the minute you walk up to her, she'll immediately, she'll run. People start talking and she'll start talking. And so I'm shooting at her. I'm just like, what is going on right now? So I almost kind of shut it down and restarted. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, I see a red. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't kill somebody. But there she goes. So it just glitched out on me for a minute there. And that's how it goes. She runs to the end of this table. The person with her runs to the other side. And no, do not stand up like this. Kind of stay back here with her, because you do have to defend her too. Because if somebody comes down here and they kill her, the mission will fail. So you are protecting her as well as rescuing her. So just stay down here and let them come to you. It's a little annoying for me to do it, because I don't have to. But you just want to stay back, because you got to watch that doorway to the right, like where the kitchen is, because they'll come through the kitchen as well. The guys with the bats and all that. So there were some leftovers from the first wave, and this whole thing right here now, the timing is all off, okay? So there's the first wave when you first come in from the other side, and you kill all those guys, and then you come in here and you rescue her. And then, see, it says object complete. It's really weird. And now it's like it started all over. And that's what you'll hear her say the very first time you come in and go into the kitchen and rescue her. And then all these guys will come out. So I don't know what happened here. It got really glitchy. But this is the second wave, and this is exactly what it looks like. So it was basically, just so you guys understand, I was still fighting the first wave, but somehow it got like paused, okay? So this right here is the legit second wave. You get 2 baseball bat guys that are gonna rush you. But again, you can't be up this far, okay? The second baseball bat. So you can't be up this far because they can run through that kitchen to your right, and they can go down there and start shooting at her. And if they're shooting at her and they kill her, the mission's failed, okay? So you're protecting her as well. And that's it. Once you clear out this wave, you've got to make it to the roof, because they are trying to extract with a helicopter, and they're up there shooting at the helicopter.
All yours, Agent.
All right. So now our mission is to secure the roof, which is basically, shoot the shit out of all the little punk-ass bitches that are up on the roof with their punk-ass bitch guns, and, you got to put them all to sleep, and that's it. So we're going to go upstairs now, put them all to sleep, and lay down the boss, and, for me, being level 30, I get that yellow drop, and hoping it's something good and, not weak, or, I don't know, it just seems like all the yellow drop, like I got a bunch of yellow drops, right? And, I mean, you still see that my secondary, my SOCOM is a purple. I still haven't gotten a good, well, I did, but I didn't get a marksman rifle for a secondary, a yellow yet. I got one great drop off of this. No, I got 2 really good yellow drops off of this. So now I'm rushing them, but don't rush them. You're going to stay back there in the wall where I just was, and you're going to stay there until all these guys are just cleaned out. And it's tedious, and it's long, and, I mean, you can move up little by little if you want. But for the most part, when I originally used to do this, and again, I didn't have the firepower or the armor to, I would, I'd just stay back there and kind of clean it out. And when it got too hectic for me, I'd run back down the stairs, like kind of towards the way I came. And they'll kind of sort of follow you. Some will run down the stairs, and then it'll be just a one-on-one between you and him. But, you know, things change. You know, you get stronger, you get better, you get more equipment, and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I can run right into the middle of all those guys down there and kind of wipe them all out. But I'm just showing you how I would normally deal with it. And as far as him shooting at me, it doesn't really affect me. I'm not worried about it. So here comes. So they're always gonna rush you. These guys. They don't suppress a lot. As you can see. So what's happening is what would happen on normal or hard. It's nothing would really change, except instead of seeing purple, you see red. And the boss would be purple instead of... No, that's not true. He's still going to be yellow, actually. He's still going to be a yellow boss, and his name is still going to be Hutch. But everybody else is going to be red. And that's it. So once you clear out all these guys off the top of the roof, then obviously mission completed. You see it on the screen. So overall, it's really not that hard. It's just technically three levels. The very first floor, the main entrance when you walk in. Well, 4, I'm sorry. The very main entrance when you walk in, you get the guys coming down the escalator, which is 4. And then once you get past them, you got, I don't know, a whole bunch in the main room where they set up the hospital and everything. So like I told you, you just stay outside that doorway and you deal with them from the doorway. They will not come into the hallway. They'll come halfway through the door and scare the hell out of you, like they're going to all rush you, but they will not come out the hallway. I've done it a 1,000 times back, you know, when I was a lesser rank, and that's how I used to always clear the hospital. That's how I used to do it. There are other tricks too. When you get up to the second floor where Kobe's is, the restaurant, instead of walking through the door over to where they are, you can kind of see them across as you're going through, as you're getting towards the door, walking towards the door to enter that area. Before you get to that door, you just come out of the elevator, and if you look to your right, you can see Kobe's, and you can literally just start shooting at them from there. And that's it, guys. That's how you complete Madison Field Hospital. And if this video has helped you out in any way and made your day better, or even made you smile or made you frown, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, whatever it may be. I appreciate it, and thanks for watching. Peace.